What I have right here in front of me is my Windows PC, and it's currently CPU-less. I'm going to be, I think, downgrading to the 250K plus. Originally, I had a 265K in here, but I took the CPU out and sent it to Noble High School for a video project. Today, going to strip down this PC, do a little bit of dusting. One of the downsides of this case is that there's no fan filters, so all of the dust just gets sucked right in. Let's set these side panels off to the side. Then let's turn this over to the front. I don't know if you can see, but on this side, there's just a lot of dust buildup and accumulation. Man, I really don't want to take everything apart, but that might be the easiest way for me to really clean this. And unbuilding this and then rebuilding it, it's gonna be a challenge. It's a really tight squeeze to fit everything in. I think I need to take the GPU out first. The problem is, I really don't remember the build order of this case. Yeah, so right now the problem with this, I can't get a screwdriver in. And I thought there was a way for me to angle it in. But yeah, I'm drawing a complete blank. This one's pretty tight though. Okay, got it. GPU is out. Now I kind of remember there are these two thumb screws at the bottom of this riser cable. Oh, that would have maybe made things easier. Back screw on here. Yeah, I really don't remember anything about this build. Riser cable and bracket removed. So there's two screws holding the power supply bracket in. See, there's this dust on the fins of this power supply, graphics card. The power supply also has some dust on it. Like right here, you see that. And with the case itself on the bottom, there is just a bit of dust just everywhere. See if I can remove most of it with this duster. So I would love to disassemble this graphics card, but I honestly don't know where to begin. I guess there are some fan screws that are, there are some screws underneath here, underneath this fan. And then the only other screws that I see are on this bracket, but different from the MSI one, where you could see the screws very clearly on the back plate. This one is not visible, and I'm afraid of breaking this thing, so I'm just gonna leave that as is. Did my best to try to dust it off, and then let's move on to the next piece. I think this power supply is just mostly dusty. There's a bit of dust on the underside or on the bottom of the case, so I'm just gonna do a quick dusting. This is the GPU bracket, oh not GPU, this is the power supply bracket. I'm gonna secure the PSU bracket first, and I believe it'll go on this way because this goes and locks into the center of the case, and since I want fresh airflow, this will be pointed out towards the side of the case. Let's move forward with the motherboard. I'm going to need to remove these 4 screws. I I forgot that I had a thermal grizzly contact frame on here. I'm going to need to remove this first before I can install the CPU. The reason why I got this was because I had the 265K. I was worried that because of this cooler, it wouldn't have been able to cool it all that well. So I'm trying to give it the best chance it could have. This is an ID cooling, low profile CPU cooler. I just have to be very careful now because I have nothing protecting the pins. Let's just set this off to the side. Oh, okay. I forgot there's a back plate with this. Is there still any solution on this that I could wipe this down with? Or isopropyl alcohol, I mean. Intel Core 250K plus. Going from a 265K to a 250K plus. Is it a downgrade? In terms of number? Technically? It's pretty nerve-wracking. Don't want to damage any of the pins. Try and line up the bottom. I'll just put this down. Try not to over tighten, it feels secure. I thought I had it this way, but the heat pipes make contact with the VRM heatsinks on the top here. And no matter what other way, there's some sort of contact. So the only way, this way, or I think this way? No, okay. So the CPU cooler heat pipes facing down is the only way for this to fit. What I'm trying to do is to cable manage the fan cable around the fan so that it's secured in via these little clip bracket things. So I think that will give me enough slack if it's face up this way. Fit that way, and then so it should. CPU fan, okay, so that black header right there. Plug this in here. I think that's the best cable management I've ever done. Pushing down ever so slightly. And then flip gently. Hopefully I'm not causing too much of a mess. Hopefully I applied enough thermal paste and I didn't cause a mess. Motherboard, CPU installation, done. It's ready to go back in the case. Okay, if I remember correctly, I had the GPU cable routed around this side and up. The motherboard will go in this way, so 24 pin needs to be right there. CPU power goes right there. And then this is front I/O stuff. Bracket this way. GPU secured. Both the 24 pin plus the CPU power is plugged in now. Now I just gotta secure the 4 motherboard screws in. Attach the riser cable. Okay. Slipped in. See how I can best cable manage this. It's mostly just going to be shoving this in wherever I can. Now remember, so I can't actually use the front USB-C because of this configuration. If I had a thinner graphics card, I could shift this all the way to the other side, which then would give me clearance for this Type-C cable. but because of its current position, it just protrudes out a little bit too much where I can't close the case properly. So if I ever wanted to swap to a thinner card, I could maybe solve this issue. But for now, I'm just going to live with the fact that I don't have a front Type-C port that I can use and move on. Forgot. Come on, please work. Please work. Cool. Looks like it's all working just fine. A lot less painful than I thought it was going to be. Although it does seem like the side panels aren't closing all the way, but that'll have to be a problem for another time.